afternoon. We of the Salina Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America are here to read a proclamation recognizing the National Gun Violence Awareness Day. I am Corey Sherman North, and this is...
I'm Christy Newting.
And we'd both like to thank former mayors and city commissions for allowing us to share these proclamations every year in June to recognize the problem of gun violence in America. And so we're here today to do the 2024 proclamation. This proclamation declares the first Friday in June to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day, to honor and remember all victims and survivors of gun violence, and to declare that we as a country must do more to end this public health crisis. Whereas every day, 120 Americans are killed by gun violence, and more than 200 are shot and wounded, with an average of nearly 18,000 gun homicides every year. And whereas Americans are 26 times more likely to die by gun homicide than people in other high-income countries, and whereas Kansas has 463 average gun deaths every year, with a rate of 15, almost 16 deaths per 100,000 people, a crisis that costs the state $5.7 billion each year, of which $95 million is paid by taxpayers. And Kansas has the 21st highest rate of gun deaths in the U.S. And whereas gun homicides and assaults are concentrated in cities with more than half of all firearm-related gun deaths in the nation occurring in 127 cities, and whereas cities across the nation are working to end the senseless violence with evidence-based solutions, and whereas support for the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens goes hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories, and whereas law enforcement officers, in partnership with local violence intervention activists and resources, know their communities best, are the most familiar with local criminal activity and how to address it, and are best positioned to understand how to keep their citizens safe. And whereas gun violence prevention is more important than ever, as we see an increase in firearm homicides and non-fatal shootings across the country, increased calls to domestic violence hotlines, an increase in cities' gun violence, and a tragic rise in gun suicides.
Whereas in January 2013, Hidea Pendleton was tragically shot and killed at age 15, and on June 7, 2024, to recognize the 27th birthday of Hidea Pendleton, born June 2, 1997, people across the United States will recognize National Gun Violence Awareness Day and wear orange in tribute to Hidea Pendleton and other victims of gun violence and the loved ones of those victims. And whereas the idea was inspired by a group of Hidea's friends who asked their classmates to commemorate her life by wearing orange, they chose this color because hunters wear orange to announce themselves to other hunters when out in the woods, and orange is a color that symbolizes the value of human life. And whereas anyone can join this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June 7th, the first Friday in June in 2024, to help raise awareness about gun violence, and whereas we renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the hands of people who should not have access to them, and encourage responsible gun ownership to help keep our families and communities safe. Now, therefore, be it resolved this first Friday in June, June 7th, 2024, to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. We encourage all citizens to support their local communities' efforts to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and to honor and value human lives.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Margaret Dixon, and I'm president of the Salina, Kansas Juneteenth Committee. And June 22nd is Juneteenth, and we will be at the City Light stage. Also, though, on June 19th and 20th, we're showing a film with the Salina Arts Cinema called Juneteenth, Faith and Freedom. It's free to the public. Please go down and enjoy the movie. On the 20th, at the end of the movie, there will be a discussion with the director. On the 22nd, in the park at the City Light Stage on the corner of Santa Fe and Ash is where the celebration will be taking place. We will have vendors, live music, games, bouncy houses for the kids, and food. And then that night at 8 p.m., we will be having a celebration dance at Martinelli's on Santa Fe with DJ Smooth. So please feel free to come out and join us and help us to celebrate Juneteenth.